I tell people, the only social media account I have is LinkedIn. I do not have a Facebook account. I'm not saying you shouldn't have. I told you it is what? Personal. And because I know myself. I do not want to connect with you. You were in primary school. I've not seen you in 35 years. Our paths have... No, I mean, that's just on a lighter note. But the point is, you need to check what you're spending your time on. If you want to transform your career, you must spend your time on quality things on social media. There are quality things on LinkedIn. There are quality things on Instagram. There are quality things on Twitter. I'm not disputing that. But if you know you can't control yourself, deactivate the account. You don't need to explain to anybody. I deactivated my account and I don't owe anyone an explanation. It's my life. And I have to own it. So, it's important. Under having your clear plan, you must also find mentors and sponsors. This is extremely important, and it's important to the convener because while I was discussing this with her, she also mentioned that mentors, it's important that I remind you all the role of mentors. What I say to people is if you are doing life all by yourself, you don't have mentors, what that suggests to me is that you're just a proud, ignorant person. Because what a mentor does for you is that a mentor helps you to avoid common pitfalls, guides you correctly, My first job was in NBC International Bank. I'm sure you all don't know it, don't worry. NBC International Bank is Merchant Banking Corporation owned by the Majeko Dumins. I joined in 2002. As a fresh graduate, accounting, University of Lagos, I was feeling like Tosin too, so I got the job on a platter of gold, and then I got posted to operations. Ladies and gentlemen, my key responsibility on a daily basis was writing, you people won't know all these things, drafts. You remember bank draft? So my responsibility was a customer would come in, give an instruction, and within 5 minutes, JB must convert that instruction to a draft. And in all of this, I would write the draft. We had what we called, is it embroidery or embossment machine? So if it's 10,000 naira, you put it in that machine, so that it would then write it on it red and say this is 10,000. And that was what I was doing. So I would go into the bathroom and say, God, this thing is not working. But for the people out there, it was the fact that you left school, you got a job in a bank, you're doing well. You get the point? It's not about them, it's about... So I was very unhappy with myself. I was unhappy with the job. And I felt I wasn't doing enough. So I would get home, talk to my dad, and then so one day my dad said, you know what? I'll take you to your mentor. You guys should just go discuss this matter. And at the time, it was Bola Onodele, Coco. So I got to him, and then he said, the starting point is, what do you really want to do? I said, I want to lead a listed company in Nigeria. Simple. And I can't see the part here. I'm doing draft, and it's not working. So he said to me, the only shortcut I think of, his words, is that you should get into one of the big four, become an accountant, then go become CFO of that listed entity, and then you can become CEO. That moment made a material change in my entire career. Because we stepped out of his house, and the first thing we did was to go to 22A Gerrard Road. I've not mentioned the name still. Was to go to 22A Gerrard Road to drop my CV. And then they called me up, and that was how I moved from the banking job that I wasn't happy with, and then I joined the Big Four, and I was there for about. So mentors play a big role. They've seen it all. Identify the right mentors. You outgrow your mentors too. You do. I have experience, so I'll tell you. So at some point, he's still your mentor, but find another mentor. Find a mentor to align your goals, to discuss things with. So I've got about 4 or 5 mentors, and I make sure that from time to time we sit down to agree, to talk about what needs to be done and how it should be done. Talk to mentors. Have people that you are accountable to. That's one thing mentors do. If you have a mentor that doesn't meet with you once a month, change your mentor. I'm telling you, your mentor should meet with you regularly. Once a quarter, should meet with you. Agree what you need to do over the next 3 months. And then in 3 months' time, you should. And the fact that you know that you need to explain to him why it has not been done, that gets you going. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So don't just go pick a paddy and say, that's my mentor. And then half of the time, you are both drinking and gisting. And you say you're having a mentorship session. Thank you. And second to the last, as I try to round up now, you must identify and also see the right opportunities. This is a very critical point. Opportunities, half of the time, I don't want to say most of the time, they are packaged like challenges. They are packaged like problems. Opportunities rarely come in perfect packaging. So you must learn to say yes. Like I said yes to the Femi that got my number from Shegun. You must learn to say yes when it's time to stretch and know when distractions come dressed as opportunities. So distractions also come dressed as what? Opportunities. So you must learn how to identify this opportunity. And I say to people quite close to me that the easiest way is continue to look at what your goal is. Any opportunity that won't take you closer to your goal is a distraction, as far as I'm concerned. It's a distraction. African Petroleum, practically moribund company, working in an African finance corporation where everybody wanted to be. It didn't look like an opportunity one should even consider. And then we started talking about numbers. What would you pay? And then the story was, we can't even pay. You can't pay what the AFC is paying you. So it just looked like a move that shouldn't be made. But I was clear in my mind because it was taking me closer to my goal. And I said to myself, let's do this thing. You must build relationships and networks. Mr. C.L.E.A.N Agbaje, who introduced me to, and I'm sure, if any one of you has gone through making it big, you'll see it in there. He mentioned it. He introduced me to Mr. Femi Otedola. I last worked with him in 2007 as an auditor. But Mr. Otedola approached him in 2011 for a CFO, and he recommended me. If I did not keep in touch with him, do you think he would even remember that there is a JP somewhere? So, any opportunity to connect and keep in touch, don't just connect and that's it. Continue to keep in touch. I know people who are very good at it, and one of them is as director of HR. He knows your child's birthday, he knows everything. So you get a text message, happy birthday to your son. Those things are extremely important. They look very simple, but they are important. They connect well with, especially women. You see, they are nodding. When you send a text to a woman and you say, oh, it's your daughter's birthday today, happy birthday to her, and she knows that nobody prompted you, it's like you kept record of it. You are in a different part of our system. True, right? So it's important that you build relationships and networks, and it's also the story of Yinka and I. Yinka and I started as Mr. Awotuga and Mrs. Oyetunji. And then after some time, we became JB and Yinka. And then from there, it became brotherly and sisterly, right? And it's about relationships, keeping relationships that are adding value. So one more point on that. Any relationship that is not adding value is eroding value. So you must check from time to time that this relationship that you have, is it adding value to you? Is it helping you with your goals? Or is it a distraction? You might need to cut off that friend. Hey, I shouldn't say this. But since I'm here, let me just say it. You might need to cut off that family member. You have to be visible. One of the things I learned in that Big Four too was that, there's this thing they say that is it do not beat your own drum or trumpet? Do not blow your own trumpet. So the first session we had in FSI, Dr. Shola Adedunton came and said, you can see we are not selling rice here, and we don't have beans that we are selling here. So that's your mentality of do not blow your own trumpet. Drop it at the gate. Yeah, you will blow. You have to blow your own trumpet. The only condition is that it must come out with a good sound. Because if your trumpet sound is now noise, then we'll show you the way out. So as someone who is interested in career transformation, blow your... Be visible, blow your trumpet. Be quick to let people know. I mean, Tosin alluded to it. Be quick to let people know your strengths. Be quick to let people know. Don't focus on your weaknesses. You work on them, but be quick to showcase yourself. You have to be your personal brand manager. You have to be. It's not JB won't leave. I will not leave my own trumpet. It's your own trumpet I'll be blowing. How do I explain that to my children at home? Think about it. I'll leave my own trumpet and then I'll be blowing your own. It's even if I blow it, I'll just blow it small, and then when I still need to blow my own trumpet very well. I don't know if you're catching it. So it's extremely important, blow your trumpet, but remember, your trumpet must produce the right sound. As I close, she insisted that it must be my story and not just an academic conversation. It's easy for me to just say every other thing is history. How do I put it normally? You know, when big men, I'm not one of them, so I'm even struggling with how they do it. When they come to explain something to you, we bettered the idea of the refinery, this and that, and after telling you 2 or 3 things, I say, the rest is... Meanwhile, that is where the cocoa is. So I apologize to the convener and all the people who put this together if this is not allowed, but I'm going to do it. There is one more thing that I would say is extremely important in your career transformation journey. And that is the God factor. I'm sorry, but I must tell you, there is more to this life than the physical. And what that means is that beyond the physical, the things that control this life, right? They are beyond the physical. In this entire journey I've discussed, my 23 years and all of those, the biggest component in that whole conversation is the God factor. I plead with you, whatever your faith is, there is the God factor to make the right decisions, to have the right career transformation that you desire. It made no sense to anyone to leave the African Finance Corporation and then go to African Petroleum that was even struggling to pay its bills. But when you have the backing of the Holy Spirit and God, it can continue. Anyone can say anything. For you is the fact that you're sure that you're what? Making the right decision. So you need God, and you cannot downplay it. It's not number 2, it's number 1. And my reference for you is Luke 5. We wouldn't have known Peter at all. Because the challenge Peter had was that he didn't catch any fish all night. And as soon as Jesus finished using his boat, Jesus actually made him get a huge catch, if you remember. And the catch was both nets breaking and what? Boat sinking. So it was big. So all that Peter needed was to carry his jackpot and what? And go home. But that wouldn't have been transformational. He would have died as another fisherman. In actual fact, if you read the Bible, at that beginning, it said, Jesus met 2 men washing their nets. His name was not known then. But what transformed it? What made that transformational change to his career? After Jesus did the miracle, he said, you still need to leave this fish behind, or these fishes behind, what will we do? I would make you fishers of, and that is why we know Peter today. So ladies and gentlemen, all of these academic things are important, but please do not leave out the role of Almighty God, which Tosin referred to as divine providence. And I'm sorry if that has rubbed off on you wrongly, but she told me to share my own story. It's my story, it's not your story. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Wow. Someone say wow. Like make your wow louder. Wow. Oh my goodness, this has been so immersive. Can we just celebrate the man that is Dr. JB? Thank you so much. All right, everything is ready for you here today. Remember, it is C.L.E.A.N Conference. You connect. You might just connect with your next boss, your spouse. I want to say your next spouse. You marry only once. Your spouse, your mentor, right? I was reminded of the need for us to have mentors, right? Because, you know, for us to be able to fly, one of the things that one of my mentors, fathers in faith, would say is that we ride on the wings of those who have gone ahead of us so we can see ahead. You don't have to struggle. You can see ahead. Right? And then you're here to learn. You still have a number of hours to learn. So open your heart and you're here to get energized. Have we been energized so far? I know a number of us have questions. You have burning questions in your heart. You want to ask Ms. Tosin Ojo, you want to ask Dr. JB as well, and they're here, and then all of our other speakers who will be coming. So the Slido, yes, please. So please do us a favor. Scan this QR code very quickly and impute your questions. Because we're over 200 people here, we may not be able to take all your questions, but like I said, you know, do the first mover's advantage. Type in your questions very quickly, and then we'll be able to blow your trumpets with your question. Amen. Right? Okay, so ready for gifts? Who's ready for a gift today? Awesome. Number one. Thank you. Please stand up. Awesome. That was it. Number one. These people on this side, these people are still waking up. Awesome. So Jennifer is going to, you also get a gift today. And then you get courtesy. We have about a number of books that we're going to give out. 10 books up for grabs, right? And one from Career Navigator, authored by Ndidi Ukaonu. We also have The Art of Managing Your Boss. How many of us want to learn the art of managing your boss? Don't you want to know how to manage your boss? Fantastic. So you need to, get all of these books that can help you. So I want to ask another question, and I hope I have the fastest person who can answer. There were three things, three superpowers that the first speaker described, right, as, what represents who she is. Any takers? I've been seeing women too much. Volunteer. All right. Okay, so let's have her and then him. So I think I saw your hand first and then her. So let's hear. You wanna?
Okay. She says she is extremely passionate. She is a voracious learner, and she is also very much energetic.
Because remember, it is my mic. So it's what I decide is the answer that will be the answer. Please come forward. Well, you have to introduce yourself with your power name. Tell us what you do and answer. Don't be one that. Sorry, I didn't get to do that with you.
Hi, everyone. I'm an enthusiastic Esther. So the first speaker said she's versatile, she gets things done, and she's a voracious learner.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Enthusiastic what? Esther. Awesome. I love it. So you just won yourself a book, right? Congratulations. You get a book as well. I think Jennifer will take your name. The lady in the pink jacket. Remember, she's seated behind, the convener. So when you see her, just grab her. Awesome. Now, I want you to be able to complete this by the next speaker, whoever is able to do that. Don't echo it. Remember, we're amazing corporate professionals. So if you're able to answer, just raise your hand. A man that is going nowhere. After I said you shouldn't echo it. What's going on? Please come forward, introduce yourself, and...
Okay, I am Audacious Chiamaka, and a man who is going nowhere is always on the right path.
Well, that's not the one I was looking for, but Audacious Chiamaka. Thank you for being audacious. Awesome. Any takers? Please come forward, sir. Please put your hands together for him.
Right. Good afternoon, all. My name is Optimistic Oluwaseyi. All right. So a man who is going nowhere is always on his right path.
That's actually not what I'm looking for, but please celebrate Optimistic Oluwaseyi. Thank you so much. I'll take one more person. The lady with the hijab. Yes, please. You're going to answer my next question, so be on standby. Right, what if I told you we also have an all-expense paid trip? Are you excited about that? You want to know where you're going to? Clock it, clock it, clock it.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Outstanding Oluwaseyi. So a man who is going nowhere never misses his road and is...
That's it. That was what I was looking for. A man that is going nowhere never misses his way. Remember, Jennifer has a book for you, right? I feel it's Career Navigator, because you look like you're about to navigate into some big, big spaces. Enter in. Awesome. So we have 3 winners already. And Jennifer, awesome. That's Jennifer. Ladies, celebrate Jennifer. Is she not looking radiant and gorgeous? She's looking like an exponential somebody. Awesome, beautiful. So can we have our Slido? Let's see our top questions or top answers, and then we'll know who put them in. Yeah, so the first one, our first poll is, what was your power code from the last 2 sessions? This is a question and answer. Can we, you want to please help us with the other one? Awesome. So the first one says, let go of the entitlement mindset. It's not quoting now. You know power codes that will make you say, It was part of the conversation. Passion and energy. You people are not writing quotes now. You know when you write the quote, you now say Tosin Ojo, Dr. JB. Fantastic. Somebody says here, no one owes you. Okay, the God factor, but that was how the quote was written. So we need our top. The world owes you nothing. Your margin of error reduces as you get older. Okay? You don't owe anyone an explanation. The world owes you nothing. Success is built on not intensity. That's a quote. Success is built on consistency, not intensity. Let the world doubt you, but don't doubt yourself. The God factor is the key factor. We haven't found our power quote yet now. Okay, so can we have the winners, those who have won something today, please step forward. Awesome, please celebrate them. Do you have your power quote ready? Celebrate them now. Do you want to do the presentation? Yeah, but I don't have to speak. Okay, all right. Awesome, so this is a book from Ndidi Ukaonu, Career Navigator. Who's ready to navigate their career today? Awesome. Please celebrate her. What's your name, madam?
Audacious Olamide.
Audacious Olamide. Love it. And your name? Oh, that's the Queen Esther that is very enthusiastic. Awesome. We need men to win today now. Men, are you ready? All right, so there's something else that Dr. JB also said. He doesn't have to make... Your power codes, please come out. Tell us your power codes.
Hi, I'm Aminat, energetic Aminat. So he said any relationship that is not adding value is eroding value. Dr. JB said that.
Fantastic. That's a deep quote, right? If it's not adding value, is what? Please go and take your book with boldness. Please, can she have her book? Yes, awesome, beautiful. Okay, so we have, that's with Jennifer? Okay, great. Okay, so we have one more before we keep it going. Right? Any takers? Yes, please. It doesn't have to make sense. Please come forward, sir. giving, combination of steez and, power.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Distinguished Delight. So my power quote is, it doesn't have to make sense to others. It only has to make sense to you.
Fantastic. Please celebrate him. Please go and take your... While you were walking, coming forward, someone said Gen Z. Okay, so we'd like to do another quick activity. Are we excited about that? Okay, so very, very quickly, I want you to take a moment, bring out your phones. And the first post that we see on LinkedIn or on Instagram... Yes, no. The first post on C.L.E.A.N Conference that we see on LinkedIn or Instagram, right, between now and the next 5 minutes, right, you're going to get a gift. And that gift also includes your all-expense-paid trip. Okay, if you've made a post already, fantastic. Let's see the post. We will confirm if the post is there. You made a post already. Let's see your post. Did you write? You just put hashtag C.L.E.A.N Conference. You didn't put power words that you just listened to Ms. Tosin Ojo and Dr. JB. Anybody else with a detailed post? You only put hashtag. You put us on your stories. We're deserving of more than stories, please. Put us on the post, right? But that's on what platform? LinkedIn. Awesome. Can we see? Proof. Show us workings. Live at the C.L.E.A.N 2025 Exponential Growth Conference, connecting with amazing people and professionals across finance, governance, and various professional fields. Thank you to the amazing speakers and organizers. She tagged Olayinka Oyetunji, CFA, FCA, ACS. Atoluwatosin Ojo shared that you should recognize your uniqueness and own it. That sets the path of growth for you. JB shared that you should change your mindset, own your growth, be focused, don't look for shortcuts. Hashtag C.L.E.A.N 2025. Hashtag C.L.E.A.N Conference. Hashtag C.L.E.A.N Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me Bukola Peter Chukwusa. Lady, walk up stage boldly. Blow your trumpets. Don't stop clapping until she comes forward. Don't stop clapping until she comes forward. It's not something I get to do, but personally, I'll be sending you 10,000 naira today. Awesome, right? And then you're getting a book as well, courtesy C.L.E.A.N Conference. And the final one is, are you ready? The final one is you get an all-expense-paid trip. Do you know where you're going to? Are you ready to know where you're going to? You will go home. Awesome. Please take your phone. Thank you so much. Please share your... Awesome. Can we celebrate her once again? Please come forward. Oh my goodness. Should we close this conference, sir? No, because our convener has not spoken, so we can't even end the conference. She said this is her first time. Can we give her a first-timer's welcome? The C.L.E.A.N way. Right, so tell us what you do. Just tell us what inspired you to come today.
Okay, so my name is Bukola. I am the energetic Bukola and a solution-driven person. I'm an admin professional, and I decided to come here today to network, meet more people. I stumbled on this particular conference on a senior friend, Efosa, and I decided to just come in today. And I must say, so far, that post is just half. I'm still continuing the post, but I had to post it because you said you wanted to see something. My mind has been blown. My mind has been blown. And I'd really say thank you to Olayinka. I can't wait for the other sessions. I've canceled everything to be here till the end. So I'm in. Thank you so much for organizing this. Thank you.
Awesome. Energetic Bukola, right? Awesome. Please celebrate her. You just got yourself a book from Tosin Eninake Kiesi, and you'll be unbroken. Awesome. Please celebrate her once again. Now I see people raising their hand. They have written their post. Who else wrote another post? Right? Fantastic. Not to worry. We still have a number of gifts that would go around. So super well done. Thank you so much, Bukola. Energetic Bukola. Who's ready for our next session? 1, 3. I love it. Beautiful. So we're moving on quickly to our next session, where you are going to know how to command influence through strategic visibility. Are you ready for that? That's such a power conversation, knowing how to command influence through strategic visibility. And that topic, it sparks something on my inside, because you want to know a backstory of how I got married. Honestly, there's strategic position. I didn't go and say, come and marry me, but I positioned myself, and I knew how to position myself. So for every time he's passing, or he's in, and we met in church, so for every time he's passing, I'm setting my face like a flint, and like, man of God, you better see me, right? But there was strategic positioning, and today I've been married for 11 years, blessed with 2 children, to the glory of God. All right, so who is ready to command influence, right? Influence that carries presence. Is our amazing convener not an influential person that carries presence? And by the way, for you to know, I met her, through serving in church. She serves as the president, or yes, the leader of the Covenant community groups for so long. And for every time I just see her, for something that is done for free, when nobody's paying her as the, head of the team, but she carries it with so much passion, strategically positioning herself, so much that during one of our conventions in church, she had to come and speak about it. And it was like she was one of the speakers and the apostles that they came to, speak. And, she just positioned herself. So that's something that has endeared me to her, by the way. And for every time, Madam Chair, I call her Madam Chair, sorry, for the sake of this, Miss Olayinka, right? But for every time that I have seen her, Madam Chair can never be caught on fresh. Consistency, strategic visibility, like so much that when I see her from a distance, I'm like, that's Madam Chair, right? So consistent in her look, beautiful inside and out. She's authentic. She's who she says she is. She's not trying to pancake it. For every time I see her, and I just had to say that today, for every time I see her, whether it's a church event, whether it's a corporate event, she's consistently looking good and commanding influence. So ladies and gentlemen, with how I have marketed this amazing convener, are you ready to be influenced? So you can learn how to strategically position yourself, right? She even also taught us, I'm sorry, Mao, I had to say this. While in church as well, she'd tell us things like, you say they are playing politics in your office. You are a Christian. You don't want to play politics with them. Madam, wake up. Understand how to strategically position yourself. This is, I'm saying 2-3 years ago. So the message she's preaching today didn't start today, right? So ladies and gentlemen, again, please welcome with me my new mentor. Please welcome with me Miss Olayinka Oyetunji for her 3rd presentation.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Please have your seats. One word for the conference. How has it been? Amazing. But it's just, as I sat down there and I was listening to them, it just shows, what we've talked about providence. We don't want to say God. But you see, if you keep hearing the same thing, and I'm sure when others come in, there'll be some similarities in what we want to say. And man, I'm so fulfilled that this day came and that we have so many minds, bright minds, the future of Nigeria that are global influencers. Clap for yourselves for being here, because you could have been anywhere else. And I want to thank Kaka. Kaka has brought the vibes. These vibes you people want now. She has brought the energy, and she's brought so much fun into this event. So I'm going to be speaking on commanding influence through strategic visibility, and it's a topic that I'm very passionate about. And some of the things I'm going to be saying, she has said it about this office politics. I'll get there. Don't let me jump my slides. And it's important to me because what I'm going to be teaching you today is what I have practiced and has worked for me. That's what C.L.E.A.N Conference is about. Every of these speakers, I told them, I said, please, don't come and give me 5 steps to. I want you to come and share your story the way you will share it offline, even though we are going to go on YouTube. So don't say I did not tell you, and you now, this Gen Z, they say you didn't tell me that I'm going to be on YouTube. All right? And it's a very, very important topic because you can't say that you're going to have exponential growth if we don't see you. We must see you, but we don't want to see you for nonsense. We want to see you strategically positioned. And you see, it's the way we are laughing that we are learning the lessons, right? So why is this topic very important? Please, a round of applause for this, my picture. Didn't you see me and my crew members? Those are my volunteers. Some of them have been serving for the past 4 years. They are very important to me. And so when they said that prayer that you not marry wrong, amen, because I don't want to be doing marriage counseling. Yes, so I don't want to be mentoring or don't do this at home, do this. That's not what I want to be spending my time on. So that prayer is for me. Can you see that picture? Where are the people you can identify there? Oh, yeah, now. Okay. Yeah. Who else? The governor, minister, Pastor Koju. Can you see those influential people? Do you know where I'm from? I'm from one village that is not on the map of Nigeria. So for me to have this picture, it means a lot. In fact, the first one with Pastor Koju, with that ex-president, with His Excellency, and with Bola Joshua, is a frame for me, right? It's a picture that I want to frame and keep because it tells me a lot. And what it tells me is there's actually anything you can become. Your background is irrelevant. I'm sure over the course of my career, I've seen a lot of people that they are very intelligent, they are technically sound, but they are not growing. They are just there. They are not growing. They are not progressing. Why? Because nobody knows them. They are doing the work quite all right, but they are making some unconscious mistakes. And what is the unconscious mistake? I just want to do my work. I just want to be in the background. I just want to be in the shadows. I don't like cameras. I don't like cameras too. But by fire, by force, I would like it for my job because I don't want to be a mediocre. That's it. And I'm sure as I'm talking about these technically sound, intelligent people, go back to your organization, your office. I'm sure there are some people you know that, boy, good, gone. This guy is very good. Sorry, I'm a Yoruba girl and I'm proud. But boy, good, gone. This guy is very good. How come they don't promote him? You know, JB, when he was saying something, he said, there's no way as a boss, there's somebody that you like. You know why? Because they are seeing them, that's all. It's not like they are not better people, but they don't see them. Nobody is seeing them. So what are we saying? You have to pay attention to your visibility. It's part of personal leadership. Doing your work, hard work is good. But hard work is not enough to take you to exponential growth. So, what does that mean? What it means is that you cannot ignore your visibility. You must have a strategy for it. You see, I should have a strategy for I want to write ICAN, I want to write CFA, I want to do AI, I want to do this, I want to do that. I want to work in ASC, I want to work in EY, I want to work in this. You must also have a strategy for I want to be visible. I have a KPI for myself about my visibility. I go and ask people that, please, are there no speaking engagements in your office? If there are, please call me. It's not like I like to stand in front of people and be talking, but I know that I can't be in the background and be successful. I'm not afraid for people to abuse me and say, oh, she doesn't even know how to pronounce this word. She doesn't even have to, I don't care. But I would have achieved my objective. So, visibility is very important for you to achieve your success, and it's not something that you want to take for granted. What I want to show you today is how to learn to show your workings. You know you are working, but you have to learn to do what? Show your workings. And you will hear me talking about showing your workings all the time. Your visibility is like a commodity. It's your property, it's your asset. You can't joke with it. Do you know that I'm barely 7 years on LinkedIn? I have 45K or 46,000 plus followers. Do you know why it's a big deal for me? It's not 1 million, but it's a big deal for me. Why? Because nobody knows my father. No, I don't mean nobody, Daddy, I don't mean, that's not what I mean. What I mean is, Daddy, my father is very influential. He's, in his own right. If you talk about leading pharmacists, he is. But what I mean is, I got to Lagos 12 years ago, and nobody knew my father. Nobody knew where I was coming from. So for me to have been able to achieve that much, then it means something is getting done properly. And that's that thing I want to teach you today. Incidentally, Tosin and JB have made it very easy for me because they've touched on so many things that I'm going to talk about. So I'll share a little about my online and offline visibility journey. Online, I joined LinkedIn 2011, like most of you. And for 6 good years, I did not even post good morning. I'm in that group, you know yourself. I won't say raise your hand, but you know. And you know why you are not posting? You're afraid. What will I say? I don't even have content. But if you know that you're actually not doing yourself any good, if you don't go and post that good morning, unless people abuse it that it's not morning in my time zone, it's afternoon. At least my husband used to say, he said there's no negative news. No, he said there's no negative publicity. All publicity are good. So somebody will now even go and check your profile, that Charity, how can you be saying good morning, this good afternoon? They'll now say that, oh, she's actually a financial modeler, and start conversation with you. At least you've achieved something with it. So I joined LinkedIn 2011. I didn't post anything like you. For 6 good years, imagine, is it not funny? Having the account on your phone and it's just there. Until 2017 was the first time I got the courage to post. And what did I post? I'm happy to announce that I have passed my CFA level 3. No, that was my first post, and that was the only thing that gave me the boldness to post. But was that the only achievement I ever had? No. I was a chartered accountant, for crying out loud. I was a chartered stockbroker. CFA was just an added advantage, not the main advantage. So when I posted that thing, a lot of people liked it. That was when I was like, hey. Wow. So I actually can generate engagement. That was when I knew that that platform was an important platform for me to position myself in my career. From about 2018 to date, I can confidently tell you that I post almost every week on LinkedIn. Almost every week, or every Tuesday morning, you must see my post. Is it easy for me? Definitely no. I have a lot of responsibilities. Is it convenient? No. What does it take? Discipline. Is it possible? Yes. At least I'm doing it, I've shown you. Is it rewarding? Absolutely. Offline, what do I do? You see, there's no task that you come and meet me to do. I will do it. When I was a director in my office, they would say I should come and organize Christmas party. Director, Christmas party. Like, hello, is there, like, do you know my target? I will gladly take it. There's nothing, there are people, strangers that have reached out to me on LinkedIn. I want to launch a book. Me, I did not know when you wrote the book. They'll say I should come and launch it. I should come and speak there. I will take it. There is no task, no opportunity. In fact, if we are going for client meeting and they say, will you present to the clients? Nobody likes to. Let me tell you, this thing that we are doing is not easy. You think it's easy for all the people to be, some people are looking like this, that. It's never easy to make a presentation. But I will say yes. I'll figure it into my mind. You know, JB said it. It's okay. Then figure it out later how it will be done. Even if I'm not going to sleep throughout the night, because I know that I have a presentation or I have panic attacks, I'll still do it. So this thing called visibility is not what you want to take for granted if you want to grow. You know, see, if you want to be normal, there's no need to come to C.L.E.A.N Conference 5.0. Just stay on your lane, because we are looking for people that will fly high, and they are in this room. Where are they? They are in this room. Do you know how much being visible has helped me? The first one is the picture I showed you. Can you believe that 4 of the speakers here today, I met them on LinkedIn? Oh, yes. I met Tosi on LinkedIn. I met Femi on LinkedIn. And then JB. So let me tell you JB's story. JB, sorry, I have to say it. I never told you. I know you don't like publicity, but let me just say it. It's my story. Oh, my God. Thank you. It's my story. It's my truth. Let me say it. So, in 2018, I was working with someone, my boss, God rest his soul, his past, and he used to talk a lot about one JB. And JB this, JB that, JB Keniko, JB that. I used to wonder, who is this JB? I now started, trying to know more about JB. Then JB was CFO. 2018 was CFO. So I used to want to meet him because I heard so much about, all the good things he does. Me, I like meeting people. My husband says I'm always smiling at everybody. I like meeting people. It's my energy. That's what gives me energy. Guess what? That was in 2018. Guess what? One morning I woke up, 2020, and I got a message from JB. Random message out of the blues. First and last message since that time. Yes. And he said, I follow your stories on LinkedIn. Thank you for all these things you put up there. I replied immediately. I said, thank you. I've been following you too. I said, please share your WhatsApp number. This conversation must leave LinkedIn. We are here 5 years after. I never knew that I would need him, that the relationship will blossom, and I would need him today to come and talk. I never knew, because I wasn't looking for any benefits. I was just looking to build a relationship. Are you getting the lessons? I talked about the volunteers. Most of them, I can't talk about C.L.E.A.N Conference without talking about them. Most of them reached out on LinkedIn to say, I want to volunteer. Or they come for the conference and they make themselves strategically seen. Am I lying? I have a chief of staff. That's all I call her, playfully. Do you know how I met her? I met her at the 2nd edition of C.L.E.A.N Conference. She sat behind me. And I noticed, see me, I like content creation because anything that is not reported is not done. My husband is always abusing me. I'm always taking pictures, video. I will use picture to, if my kids will say, Mommy, it's okay. I say, it's not okay. It's not okay. I will say, this is the only memory I have. I remember one time that I lost my pictures on my phone. Come and see the cry. No, I was really crying. My husband took me to Computer Village to fix it. They couldn't fix it. I said, all my memories are gone. All the memories I built when I was pregnant. My husband was like, because of ordinary picture. I said, what? I tried my eyes. I turned it to fire. What do you mean ordinary pictures? I'm talking about memories. What have I gotten from being visible? Job offers. Without seeking, JJ will sit down. I'm not looking for a job. HR will reach out to me. Why? Am I the best candidate? Not necessarily, but yes, I'm one of the best. I have a good profile. Go and read it. But they'll reach out to me. Why? Because they can see me. If I say I'm not interested, they'll say, give me a referral. Another thing I get, I work in UBA building. UBA building has thousands of staff. I can't count how many times I start and end my day on a good note when I want to join the elevator. When somebody says, hi, like they've seen a star. Hi, Olayinka, is this you? I read your post on LinkedIn. I follow you. I'm so happy to meet you. So many times. What's better way to start your day and be productive? You know, when you get to your office, even if your boss says your head is not correct, you know that my head is correct. Before I enter this lift, somebody told me my head is correct. But you, I'm not sure anybody told you. So you cannot afford to joke with your visibility. In 2021, I won an award, Top 100 Career Women. I was a manager. Guess what? All the women on that list, they are CFOs or CEOs. I was a common manager. When I saw the list, I was like, you people want to put me in trouble. There are people that fit this category that you did not pick. I was just a manager. Why? Why did I qualify? Because people could see me. Can I continue? You see, if you think you are a shy person, I'm also very shy. Do you believe? Okay. And you won't believe why, because my shyness, the impact of it is lower than the success I want to get. Do you get? You get the equation. The shyness is there. But I'm seeing being a president up there, and I know I can't. Do you think Tinubu is shy? He may be, but I mean. So, what am I saying to you? Is that you have to take your visibility very, very seriously. I get referrals, commendations. You know, imagine people go and tell your boss that, I like that girl in your office. Please, what other political party do you need? What other office politics do you need to play when people are playing it for you from the outside? You see, the reason why you are struggling, you are working, they are not seeing your work, is because you caused it. You're not taking your visibility seriously. So if you look at the statistics there, clearly, you cannot influence a room where they are not seeing you. Nobody will listen to you if they don't understand what you are about. So let's look at what I call the equation of influence. Influence is made of two things: personal brand, visibility, and that's what gives you influence. So what's that personal brand? You see, when Tosin was talking, I was just smiling, because your personal brand is a tool that you use to communicate who you are, your experiences, your skills. That's what personal brand is, just a communication tool. Your personal brand is the impression that you give people. See, I am always conscious of the kind of impressions I make on people. I don't do things anyhow. I don't, because I see myself as a valuable brand. So imagine that I come on LinkedIn and I saw all these nice things, and you meet me physically and I do otherwise. You know, I would have damaged the brand. So when you see yourself as a brand, you're always conscious of the kind of impressions you are making on people. And do you know the funny thing is that we all have the power to create the kind of impressions that we want to. You can create the kind of impressions. You are that powerful. But the truth is, many of us don't know how powerful we can, or how powerful we can make our brand. And that's why I showed you, my trajectory from one village in Osun State, born in another village in Oyo State, and now in somewhere else. But I've been able to show you the track record just because I was able to understand how I could leverage my personal brand. So what is personal branding? Is how do I manage and market my wow factor? Doesn't call this your strengths. That's what you call it. Everybody has a wow factor. You have something that is distinct, that is just you. For me, if you ask me, what's my superpower? She called it superpower. I would say it's my resilience. I don't believe that there's nothing that cannot be done. See, if you tell me I try something, it's not possible, I hate that word. I will start fighting. I will raise my voice that don't tell me it's not possible. Go and think of how to make it possible. And that's how, I've been able to build my brand. In your workplace, it's a marketplace. What do they do in the market? They sell things. You see, in that marketplace, you are selling yourself. So if you like, package yourself and put yourself under the table, nobody will buy you. When they start buying you? When they are giving you the opportunities you don't deserve. When they are saying, somebody is saying, I'm going to see the governor, do you want to come along? When somebody is saying there's an opportunity for a Christmas carol, do you want to lead it? What concerns me with Christmas? I can't even sing. I can't even sing to save anybody. But those are opportunities for you to build your brand. There is no brand that is created by accident. So if you think that I'll just be doing as I like, I'll just be doing as I will, then the visibility will come. Sorry, it's not going to come. You have to be intentional on how you are creating your brand. Let me move to visibility. So when you build a brand, the next thing is you want to make it visible, right? That's why you see companies make what? Advertisements. They build the brand, then they now make it visible. Use the same concept for yourself. You are building your brand through different things. You now have to what? Make that brand visible. I've said it before, that anything that you do that is not reported wasn't done. So as you have come to this conference now, maybe today will be your first day of posting, or Monday. Just take a picture with somebody. Compose it. I was at C.L.E.A.N Conference. I learned 1, 2, 3. Every time somebody goes into your profile, at least they will see that, oh, this person actually takes attention to his or her career. So when we talk about influence, what are we talking about? You cannot influence anything if we cannot see you. Influence is about leadership. Influence is about being able to take charge, take control of things. That's what influence is about. So a lot of people say, and Kaka, when Kaka said, I was just smiling because I was going to mention, a lot of people say, in my office, they are playing politics. Somebody did this to me, somebody did that to me. You know why? It's because you are not influential yourself. If you are influential, you will be the one to form the political party. Yes, you won't need to join anybody to play politics. You'll be the political party. And you'll be like, okay, Eida, where are you? That's the kind of mentality that wins. Whether you think you can form a political party or you think you cannot, whether you think you can influence, you are influential, or you think you cannot, you are right. But you can choose to be, because you can't actually have any growth if you don't do this. So without a brand, we will be seeing you, but we won't understand you. I'm sure when you hear my name, there's something that comes to your mind. You're not confused. And without visibility, nobody will give you the opportunity to influence. Take a look at this. Is there any of those icons there, the pictures there, that you don't understand? And do you see that they are not complete? Who are they waiting for? Me. They are waiting for me. I told you that, yes, I recently became a partner, but I'm not done. That's not my destination. There are so many nations to conquer. It's not done. It's just the beginning. Every time I achieve a milestone, I just tell myself, this is just the beginning. When we started this conference, we used that place, meeting room. We were like 80 there. How many people started with us? This is your 4th conference. Oh my God, see them. This is your 4th conference. Please, a round of applause for them. We started there. If we were content, we would have remained there, right? But there is always more. You can see those brands. Is there anyone that you'll be asking, what's it about? But there's still room for us to join. Don't think I'll go and put some pictures there. I will not put my picture. I'm number 1 from that list. Yes, so. At least it's my story. So what am I telling you? Come out of your hiding place. Stop hiding. Stop staying in the background. So you can't talk about branding without talking about value. But let me start with purpose. I won't dwell too much on it because Tosin mentioned it. What are the components of a brand? Number 1 is purpose. You must know who you are. Everybody is on earth for an assignment. You are not just here to mark numbers. So you must find out what you were created to do. That's what differentiates you. And that's what makes you confident in yourself, because you know that even if they hire another partner, there's nobody that like Olayinka. That's the mentality that I have. You must know who you are. That's where personal branding comes from. The next thing is there must be a value attached to your brand. Your personal brand starts with your technical skills. You must have value that you're adding to your organization. And it also has to do with your image. I can never be caught on fresh. Like Kaka said it. The way I buy books is the way I buy clothing. Because before people would wait to say, okay, she has ICAN, okay, C.A.E.A, okay, this one, okay. They first of all look at you up and down. People are moved by what they see. There are some meetings they have not invited you for because of the way you look. When I go to the office, everybody must compliment me. I've worn best dress all the time. They stop giving me. It doesn't mean it's expensive. It doesn't mean it's expensive. You have to pay attention to how you look, please. I don't know how to say this thing. If you like, I started with that. Visibility is not vanity. If you think I'm vain, that vanity is working for me. Personal grooming. Hair, smell, nails, on point. In fact, you see this thing about grooming. I learned it when I was, my first job. Someone came for an interview. He did not wear a pair of socks. And he was having an interview. And the HR manager just walked in. And they didn't give him the job because of that. We talked about God, providence. Why was it when they were interviewing you, the HR manager came in? But that guy will never, ever forget that lesson. Do you know? Please, pay attention to how you look. I hope you like how I look. Oh, my God. There are some beliefs that you have to stop. My work will speak for me. Your work does not have mouth. It cannot speak. You, the doer of the work, has to speak for yourself. You have a decision to make whether you want to continue to live your life the way you are living and then you have average growth. Or you'll be growing, It's just that people that you think are not as smart as you, they've gone. Or you want to choose to be strategic in creating your visibility and create your exponential growth. So visibility is not just about being seen, right? It's about being seen with purpose. So you are not sending conflicting messages or confusing your audience. You have been in the right place at the right time. I like what Kaka said. She said, I targeted the man. When I go to church, I will walk like this. Hello, man of God, it's me. Oh, look at me. That's what it is. And that's what you should do for your career. You are a brand. You are a product in your office. You have to sell it. Do you know how, when you go to the market, don't they say, buy this one, auntie, auntie. They will even be pulling you. Me, I used to say, if you touch me, I will slap you. Do you understand? You have to sell yourself. Nobody is going to sell for you. And if you don't create your own brand, they'll just label you. They'll give you anything that they like and you just accept it. So you have to choose to be memorable. And how will you do that? How? Just how? Number one, there's no brand without a problem being solved. There's no brand without a solution being created. One of the brand, offshoot of the brand, is the C.L.E.A.N Conference, right? It's solving a problem. We are able to connect. We are able to connect with people that we ordinarily would not have been able to meet. That's one problem that is solving. You must know your audience. You are not sent to everyone. You see, as you people think I'm sweet and chewing gum, there are some people that think, that girl, do I care? No, it's only Jesus Christ that should care because it's the one that was sent to the world. I wasn't sent to the world. Am I El Shaddai? No. Do I want to take the role? No. So you must know your audience. You can never, ever be sent to everybody. And if you want everybody to like you, oh my God, you are such a mistake. Or if you post and people don't, I delete comments. If you make any comments, is it your post? How can you come to and be arguing with me? I'll delete your comments. They won't come to my DM and say, did you delete my comment? I will not even reply. Do I owe you an explanation? I like what JB said. I said, oh, nobody an explanation. It's my page, it's my content, it's my idea, it's my story. Thank you. I like that. The next one says, lead with your story. Human beings are emotional beings. And that's what makes C.L.E.A.N different. Because we lead with the story. If they've come here to tell you 10 things to give you exponential growth, you will write it down, but you never remember. Well, I'm sure you've remembered a lot of stories today. The same way you want to be memorable as a product. Anytime anybody comes in contact with you, you want them to remember you. Do you know how many people we meet every day? You want to be different. You want to be distinct. And the only way you can do that is by being visible. You also want to use comfortable media. We've talked about LinkedIn. Anything that is comfortable for you, just do it. Do it your own way. Let me tell you something. When I started posting on LinkedIn, I started something very unusual. Nobody, I can tell you, used to post their personal stories. Nobody. Now it's not that people started doing it, and I know they copied me. If they did not copy me, they should bring walk-ins. Yeah, if you think you didn't copy me, show me. And you know, when I started, a lot of people would tell me, LinkedIn is for professional, you are just posting your personal work consensus. But is that work consensus that is getting the engagement? You know now, those people, it's either they've joined me to be sharing their personal stories, or they are begging me to help them share their story. Can you see what it is? So you have to use what media is comfortable for you. And you also have to be authentic and consistent. I told you of how I will post, every Tuesday, consistency, and be real. People want real people. Nobody wants fake stories. Don't say, so this is how I started my career. Somebody gifted me a Bugatti, and then from there, my boss gave me a Ferrari. You don't want to share that you were using hailing cabs. Just be real. There's no need to form, all right? Because people actually connect with authentic people. So how do you build your strategic visibility? So we've talked about strategic visibility through personal brand. Then we'll talk about strategic visibility through visibility. So the first thing I want to talk about is technical competence. See, the only thing you have is your skill set. So imagine I go on LinkedIn and I'm sharing how bread is better than butter, and I'm not doing my work in the office. Don't you think they would have sacked me? Sis, can you be owing a client a report? The client is your follower on LinkedIn, and you are posting on LinkedIn. Even you, will you have conscience? Because these things are practical. Will you have the conscience to go and be doing, you are owing a boss? This person is waiting for a report that says, see me here, I'm on C.L.E.A.N Conference, 4th edition. Would they not call you that you're okay? So you have to make sure that you build your competence. Be an expert. Take one thing, own it. Let them say, if it's this thing that we want to do, the only person that can do it is this person. Be an expert, be a thought leader. Influence your industry with your thought leadership. This week, I published a thought leadership. And it was deliberate, because don't think I'm just doing C.L.E.A.N Conference, I'm not doing my work. As I'm doing C.L.E.A.N Conference, I'm doing my work. Because it must show. You must what? Show workings. Right? You must be diligent, passionate, and pursue excellence. Anything at all you want to do. Even if they say, come and help us rule this line, make sure you do it excellently. Because everything you do, it's a habit you are forming. As leaders, we know the people that give us good quality work. Am I lying? And we know the people that their brand is anything you give them, you have a headache. So if you don't want to have a headache that day, you avoid a headache. Everything that you are doing, you are building something, you are creating an impression. Intentional networking. Maybe I'll share a story of networking with you now. You have to be intentional with building relationships with people. So let me give you a scenario. Monday morning, some people will go and be gisting with the boss. I'll be talking about football. From football, Chelsea beat Arsenal. I don't know whether it's true, please. I'm just using an example. Or Liverpool beat someone. They'll talk about football Monday morning. From there, they'll talk about the economy. From there, they'll talk about politics. When the boss, they say, we want to go to Kenya or nominate somebody, who do you think you will nominate? Is it you that is your computer that you face morning till night? They said, let's go out for drinks. He said, I want to wash my clothes. Is it you they will call? No. He's going to call his gist partner, because nobody promotes their enemies. If you are a boss, will you promote your enemy? Everybody promotes their friends. And how do you, who are your friends? People that you can connect with. Some of you are working in places you don't even know you don't know anything about your teammates. You don't know their birthday. It's on their birthday that you are saying, send this report now. No good morning, no nothing. Am I lying? You are not building relationships with anybody, not even your peers. When it's time for promotion, who do you think the boss will call his name, whether the person is good or not? You'll just feel like, maybe the guy can discuss economy. He's the one. That's how things work. I'm not lying to you. That's how things work. But it's going to work because there's a base. The technical competence is there. When I go for events like seminars, I rehearse what I'm going to say if I meet people. Don't just come here and you've not planned who I want to meet, what I'm going to say to them. I rehearse my elevator speech. I rehearse it. And I also pray before I go that, God, please, wherever I sit, let me meet influential people there. There are so many events I've gone to that by divine providence, I've met exceptional people. Lastly, learn to illuminate your achievements. Don't hide your achievements, no matter how small they are. No matter how small they are, don't hide them. I have flags in my room. It's my energizer. Every time I'm dressing up, I see them. Well done, you did this, you did that. Those are the things that encourage me, to do more. When people say, oh, Dele, well done for that job, don't say, which job? It was nothing now. Don't ever. We do that a lot. Downplaying your achievements. Learn to say thank you and shut up. You look nice, thank you. I'll move on. Don't say, hey, and I bought it bent down. And I did not know that it would look nice. Please don't, stop it. There are some things we do. You are spoiling your brand. If you tell me I look nice, I will even post for you that, thank you. Honestly, that's the way to go. So, when you go for meetings also, I've done it before. I told you that I'm also a shy person. I'm also an introvert like you. But that introvert, I'm an introvert, is destroying your career. I'll go for meetings. Good morning, I will not say. I'll just remain muted. If you are here, stop it. When you are going for meetings, the way you can produce in that meeting is to plan what you want to see. Do you know what is happening in meetings? I agree with you. Meetings are a waste of time. Many times, you just be, what are we even discussing? No head, no tail. But do you know what is happening in meetings? Evaluations. Do you know? You see, every time you go for a meeting and you say nothing, every time you go for a meeting and you had nothing to say, you debranded yourself. It's -10. So imagine how many times you do that. When they give you high-profile jobs, don't say, I can't do it. The people that say you should do it, they believe in your capability. Believe in yourself too for once. So finally, I want to demonstrate something to you. And I brought it, so that even if you don't remember all the stories I've shared, you see this light? You can see it, right? This is us. We all have our light. I can put it here, and everybody looks up to it. Or I can hide it. It will still shine. At least me that I'm close to it, I can see it shining through. Don't hide your light. My favorite book says, JB gave me the courage to share a scripture, but I can't but share this with you. And it says, your lives light up the world. Let others see your light from a distance. For how can you hide a city that stands on a hilltop, and who would light a lamp and then hide it in an obscure place? Instead, it's a place where everyone in the house can benefit from its light. So don't hide your light. Let it shine brightly before others, so that the commendable things you do will shine as light upon them, and they will give their praise to your Father in heaven. Every time I want to shrink, I remember that my light lights other lights, and I need to stand. So that is the charge I'm giving you. And lastly, I want you to rise and take this 2026 visibility commitment. If you know you don't want to shine, just sit down. It's not for everybody. If you know you want average growth, sit down. But if you know a commitment is a promise to yourself that this is what I'm going to do. At the count of 3, we read. 1, 2, 3. I am determined to no longer remain a hidden gem, a best-kept and undiscovered secret. I will intentionally share clear and compelling messages about my brand. I will communicate my unique strength thoughtfully and creatively, ensuring I stand out rather than blending into the background. I will overcome any fear of standing out. I will persist in making myself visible to generate influence and make a meaningful impact. I will shine so brightly and I become impossible for the world to overlook, ignore, or neglect. My influence and opportunities start now. Thank you.